Episode 5. Jesus kept the Sabbath. Why don't you? If you claim to follow Jesus, why do you ignore the day he kept? Let's be blunt. Jesus never kept Sunday. Not once. Not in his childhood, not in his ministry, not in his resurrection appearances. Every time we read of his worship habits, Jesus honored the seventh-day Sabbath just as his Father commanded. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up to read. Luke 4:16. As his custom was. That's not random. That's a pattern, a lifestyle. The Messiah, the Son of God, our perfect example, kept the Sabbath day holy. Jesus didn't break the Sabbath, he restored it. Some accuse Jesus of breaking the Sabbath, but in reality, he was correcting man-made traditions, not abolishing the commandment. The Pharisees had buried the Sabbath under man-made rules and burdens. Jesus came to liberate it, not eliminate it. The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. Mark chapter 2, 27-28. Did you catch that? Jesus didn't say the Sabbath was made for Jews. He said it was made for man, for humanity, and he claimed to be Lord of it. So why are modern churches honoring a different day that Jesus never once kept? 7. Gut-punch questions for modern Christians. If Jesus kept the seventh-day Sabbath, why don't you? If he's our perfect example, 1 Peter 2:21, shouldn't we follow his practice of Sabbath-keeping? Can you find one verse where Jesus kept or blessed Sunday? Why would Jesus keep the Sabbath all his life only to abolish it in death? If he's Lord of the Sabbath, who gave someone else the right to dethrone him? Why does Scripture call us to walk as he walked, 1 John chapter 2:6, if we ignore the day he honored? Would Jesus ever violate his own commandment written in stone? Walking in his steps means honoring his day. He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk, even as he walked. 1 John 2:6. If Jesus walked in Sabbath obedience, what excuse do we have to walk differently? He didn't wait until Sunday to preach. He didn't celebrate his resurrection with a new day. He rested in the grave on the Sabbath, fulfilling even in death the command to rest on the seventh day. That means he worked 6 days. He rested on the seventh. Then he rose after the Sabbath was past. Mark 16:1-2. Even in the tomb, Jesus kept the Sabbath. Sabbath-keeping, a mark of loyalty, not legalism. The religious leaders accused Jesus of breaking their Sabbath rules, not God's law. He healed, he taught, he freed people from bondage on the Sabbath, but he never profaned it. Instead, he reclaimed its purpose, to bless, restore, and reconnect humanity to the Creator. To follow Jesus means more than calling him Lord. It means doing what he did and keeping what he kept. Final thought. You can't say you follow Jesus while rejecting the day he called holy. The Sabbath is not a relic of the past. It's a revelation of who God is and who you serve. If ye love me, keep my commandments. John 14:15. Jesus didn't keep Sunday. Jesus didn't change the Sabbath. Jesus didn't give anyone permission to break what his Father made holy. So again we ask, if Jesus kept the Sabbath, why don't you?